Controlling Windows, Linux or Mac computers from home is now easier than ever before because I can make almost any home computers to do whatever I wish with just a push of a button or automatically using the new TRIGGERcmd integration. This video is not sponsored or affiliated with this service in any way. I just honestly like it and decided to share my experience with you. The Home Assistant TRIGGERcmd integration can be used completely for free with some fair limitations. You can control only one computer and send one remote command per minute. If you want more, then you have to pay a subscription of less than $20 per year, which is not that bad. Before we begin, I want to share that I've made a PDF to go with this video, and you can download it for free. I go into much more details there, and I've created some interactive activities so that you can practice what you've learned and memorize it for life. If you would like to download the PDF, all you have to do is click the link in the description box, or follow this link or scan that QR code. Then you enter your name and your email address, you sign up for my mailing list, and the PDF will be downloaded to your computer. After that, you've joined my free PDF club, you automatically receive my weekly articles, news, updates and offers. It's a free service and you can unsubscribe at any time with just one click. Now, let's go straight into today's topic: controlling Windows, Linux or Mac computers from Home Assistant using TRIGGERcmd integration. First thing that is needed is a TRIGGERcmd account. I will create the TRIGGERcmd account using this link available in the Home Assistant documentation, but you can also find it in the video description, so you can check it there. I use my Google account, but if you wish you can manually create your account here. And this is the TRIGGERcmd dashboard. Computer management, voice commands, panel management, short bookmarks, AI script assistant. And here I have no available computers yet. And now I'm going to fix that. I will go to this instructions section here. And here I will find the Windows agent, Mac agent, Linux agent and so on and so forth. The other important information here on this instructions page is this string here. This is my token, my TRIGGERcmd token that I'm going to use on my Mac agent as well as in the Home Assistant integration. The TRIGGERcmd agent is now downloaded. It is around 130 megabytes. I'll open it and I'll move it to my applications. And I'll wait for the installation to finish, actually the copy and pasting to be finished, and I'll start it afterwards. TRIGGERcmd agent. TRIGGERcmd agent wants access to control system events. Allowing control will provide access to documents and data in system events and to perform actions within that app. I will allow that. And here I have to paste my token. And I can also add a computer name, which is optional. For example, MacBook, and I'll click on sign in. And here in my status bar I have the TRIGGERcmd icon, and if I click on it I can see the version, I can go to the official website, I can change the language, I can issue a text command editor, or I can start the GUI command editor. I'll start them both. This is the text command. It is looking like that if you want to add commands using the text editor, and this is more visual, and I even have a few commands that I can start. For example, I can issue this command open -a calculator, and this will start my calculator on this MacBook, and of course I can issue that remotely using Home Assistant, as you are going to see later. The other example is opening the TRIGGERcmd.com website, and if I click on play, a new tab is opened and TRIGGERcmd.com is open as well. So that's very easy to work with. The best part here is that I can browse this big list of ready to be used examples. For example, this is probably a Windows. Yes, this is foreground Windows, foreground Mac. Close calculator. This is how I can close my calculator. It will issue this command, pq-f calculator. So I can start it and then I can kill it or close it gracefully using this. I can sort them by operating system. First is Linux, then Mac, and finally Windows. This is alphabetical sort. You can reverse it. And we have 3 Linux commands: turn monitors on, turn monitors off. These are just examples and you can use it very easily. And then starts the Mac commands: lock screen, close calculator, sleep, shut down, open Google, mute. So let's try this mute. Add. And this command is already added in my current commands. Here it is. And I can start it immediately. Mute. Yes, my speakers are now muted. How fun is that? If I run it again, nothing's happened. Maybe I should find unmute. Here it is, and I can add it as well. Unmute, different command. And now my speakers are unmuted. Great, I like that a lot. High volume, low volume, Spotify play, power my computer on, play. Oh, we started with the Windows here. Start Dropbox, play, volume up, volume down, previous, pause, stop, lock my PC. This is for Windows. Say TRIGGERcmd is cool. So you can try text to speech, update Windows, backup documents, restart print spooler, abort, shut down in 1 minute. This is very useful. So if I have a Windows PC and if I want to remotely shut it down, I can use this TRIGGERcmd example and I can trigger it from my Home Assistant whenever I want. And for the waking part, you can see this video of mine where I'm describing how to use Wake on LAN very easily. You can start Chrome, a lot of things, you can browse them. You can see from here the computer list, and now your computers is showing this page. I have a MacBook computer, I can view the triggers, I can edit it, I can share this computer to someone else, I can issue voice commands. And I have a smart home voice commands here option as well for Alexa and Google Assistant. If you're interested in that part, let me know in the comments and I may make another video just for Alexa and Google Assistant and TRIGGERcmd. These are the triggers. I can see them online and I can execute them from here, which is very good. So you don't need Home Assistant, you can use only the web interface, but with Home Assistant is more fun. For example, let's try it again. Trigger, and my calculator is started. I don't have the close calculator example yet, but nevertheless I can see them from here. Okay, so far so good, but now it becomes even more fun with Home Assistant. Okay, I'll open a new tab and I'll open my test Home Assistant. In order to use this TRIGGERcmd command or integration, you need to have the latest Home Assistant or a Home Assistant version above 2024.10. I'll click with my mouse here on this bigger part on my screen and then I'll press C on my keyboard to invoke this search bar and I'll search for integrations. I'll select navigate integrations, I'll add new one and I'll search for TRIGGERcmd. Here it is. If some of the terms or acronyms that I'm using in this video are not so clear for you, then you can download my new and much enhanced smart home glossary which is full of simple explanations of the most common smart home words. Download it for free right now at automatelife.pro/glossary. I'll paste my access token. Again, if you don't have it, just go to your instructions page and you have it. I just copy it and I will paste it now, and then I'll click on submit. And success! I have TRIGGERcmd now in my Home Assistant, which is very good. I'll just click finish and I'll check what I have here in the integrations. One device with 4 controls. This is what I added inside my TRIGGERcmd control panel. And if I run now the calculator will start on this PC. Okay, calculator is now started, but what if I want to add more controls here? Will they be visible inside my Home Assistant? Let's find out. I'll open my TRIGGERcmd GUI command editor. I'll click on browse examples and I'll search for calculator. Close calculator is the one that I want to add. This is for Mac. I'll just add it and I'm having it. This is from where I can edit these commands, from this pencil button, and from here I can change the command to whatever I want. I can start text editors, different programs, and I can close them the same way. Instead of calculator, I can type with the same success here notes, or I don't know what, Word or Chrome or whatever I wish actually. I can make the command to run in background. This is the voice command that will execute this. I can add even voice reply if I'm using Alexa, and I can add additional parameters if the command allows that. So it is very powerful editor and I like it a lot. So I added the close calculator now command, and if I go to my Home Assistant and if I just reload, nothing happens, but that is expected. But if I go here and if I reload this integration, the integration was reloaded, I can now see one device and 5 entities. Let me go back because this screen is better for demonstration. And now, as you can see here, I have calculator and close calculator command. Let's try it out. Currently the calculator is still on, still running, and if I click on close calculator, now the calculator is gone. I don't have it. How cool is that? I also want to text the text command editor. Let's see it now. I'll open it from the icon here, up here, and I already have the commands added as text commands, and they're all inside these curly brackets. So if I want to create a new one, let's say I want to duplicate this command that is opening a calculator, and instead of calculator I want to open, for example, text edit, which is a text editor embedded in macOS, and I'll change the name here to text edit, and I'll change the voice also to text edit, and I'll save this by clicking on this button. And let's see, do I have this command right now? No. Maybe I should reload it somehow. Yes, I have it now, text edit. Let's try it now. So I have to close the graphical command editor and to open it again to see the results, to see the updated comments. And if I run it, yes, text edit is now started, as you can see from here. Back to Home Assistant. If I go to my TRIGGERcmd integration, I have 5 entities, and if I reload, I'll have 6 entities. Here are they. Of course, I can add these switches inside scripts and automations, and I can use them that way. Let's try text edit. Yes, it is working. Let's try unmute. Have in mind that I'm using the free service, the free version of this device CMD, and I have a limitation of 1 remote command per minute. So if I try 2 commands one by one, the second one will not work. Let me show you. I will unmute my computer, which is working, and if I try to mute it now, it will not be muted. But if I wait 1 minute and if I try again, it will work. If I want to avoid this limitation, I have to pay $20 per year to have the multiple requests per minute, which is pretty fair. Let me know in the comments box below which controls are you going to set up and use in your smart home. It will be very interesting for me to see what are you going to use. So 1 minute pass, and if I try to mute myself or my computer, let's try it out. Now it is working, so everything is fine with the integration. Once again, just have in mind that limitation. I have a Home Assistant webinar in which I'm talking about what are the pros and cons of the different Home Assistant installation types. And right now you can attend that webinar for free by clicking the link in the video description, or by follow this link, or if you scan this QR code. I'm Kirill, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye!